All right, I am Aaron and video today. A great member of Cult of Cinema and a good friend of mine, Ryan, who I talked to a nice bit on Twitter, sent me a Vinegar Syndrome mystery box. So I gave him like a couple ones to choose, like different ones, like to choose from that I didn't have because he wasn't sure. Heather William, which ones I had. So I gave him some choices, and he said he was going to pick one of the choices. Hey there, Danuch, and not let me know, and I would find out when the box came. So this looks like it could be either this is extremely well packaged, or there's at least a couple in here. So hey there, Ryan. Thank you so much, by the way. I'm so hey there, Tony. So what I'm going to do is I got my box down here. Hey, Chris, and I'm going to open it up with you guys. So I haven't got the chance to look into it or anything yet. It's not one of the ones where I went ahead of time. Hey there, Mark and Dale. Hey, everybody. But I did cut along, as you can see, so we can actually kind of open it up with you guys. So tell you what, I'll open it up this way. So hey there, cinema. You guys will see first, and then I'll see. Now, I want to do this right. Hey there, Scudder. So before I see anything, you guys will see. So can you guys see stuff yet? Because I cannot yet, and I'm kind of stoked and excited to see what's in the box. Am I going to be excited, guys? Can I look? So let's get the packaging stuff out of the way first. And bubble wrap. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're starting out, hey there, Ellen, with, we'll start with this. Yeah, I really wanted these. Hey there, Brian. This is Brian from Just the Disc and Pure Cinema Podcast, which you guys should be watching. Hey there, River. So, did not know. So let's start with the first one. And, hey, Mary. So it is the uninvited mini slip. It was a gift, basically. So from Ryan, who's on here right now, and I have no idea what it is. So when I say mystery one, I mean, he didn't tell me. He just said, you know, open it up, and I'm doing it on camera. And so apparently, there's supposed to be something inside these, right? So this one came with nothing in it, which is strange. This came directly from Vinegar Syndrome, by the way. And again, Vinegar Syndrome, unless I missed something. Well, it is like, there's supposed to be, I think, a pin in here. That's what I'm trying to find out. Yeah. So for some reason, and this came directly from Vinegar Syndrome. It did not come from Ryan himself. It came actually, he ordered them for me and came directly from Vinegar Syndrome. There's supposed to be enamel pins in here. And unless there's somewhere else in the box, I think they're supposed to be, right into that themselves. It's the Vinegar Syndrome sticker. It was. Wow, okay, so there's way more than I expected in here. But nope. I want to contact Ryan. They came with the mini slips, which are gorgeous, by the way. I'm super stoked to have. But the pins that are supposed to be in here, that I'm guessing are supposed to be packaged in mini slips, whoever was packing them, hey there, Amir, forgot to put the pins in the boxes. So that's So I want to let them know about that because I'm guessing things are going out pretty fast. And I know there's been some like mistakes with some of their stuff. Well, hopefully they can still send them out. Like I know somebody got like ended up getting two of the same type of it's two of the same type. This is a. Let me just check here just to make sure. This is a sheet. So the mini slips. Yeah, it's so they should have been there. Weird. They look awesomely cool. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to the Blu-rays in a second. And it is Blu-rays. There's more than one here, and that's. Oh wow. Okay, so thank you so much. We all got distracted, but no, nothing hidden in the bubble wrap. So it was more than likely what happened is Vinegar Syndrome when they're bringing out stuff. There's a lot of packages going out. There were a few people that that had issues with getting missing a slip cover or getting two of a title that they weren't supposed to get or in place of another one. There's one girl on, and she showed up her Vinegar Syndrome package, and she had two of the I think two of the Incubus one, and she didn't get one of the other ones. Thanks, Ryan. It's just weird. It's like it's me, right? That'll always have to happen. Do you want to see the movies? You guys ready for the movies? I'm trying to open up this here before again. I'm building suspense. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. And this is a wow too. This is a really big wow. And there were ones that I gave him a list of titles that I was looking into, and I think Ryan cut them all because these are 4 titles, and I'm pretty sure that's what I listed. And so wow, thank you so much. I just expected one, and I'm extremely grateful. All right, so one that I want to review, and one that's kind of insane. And you guys know I like the insane one. So this is a slipcover one. And I think the slipcover is still available, and it's actually kind of cool. So actually, I love the embossed lettering. Anyway, so sorry. So I got Zombie Island Massacre. And is this about Zombie Island? Zombies? Nah, not quite. But that's one of the gorgeously wonderful things about it. That's one of the reasons I wanted this film. I'm pretty sure this was one of their trauma releases, and one of their better trauma releases. So let's check the inside artwork before going to number 2, and there's some pretty exciting stuff. Did you watch it yesterday? Did you like it? I'll be reviewing it down the road. I'm going to be reviewing all these. Eventually, I'm going to be like going through my entire Vinegar Syndrome collection, and everything's going to get a review. I should have. What did I do with my cult knife? Hold on a second. I got to get that. I like not good movies. You know me. That's exactly the type of films I like. I wouldn't say they're not good. I would say good for a certain audience. And I am that audience. So let's open up and see the Rad was better than you remembered it. I got Rad pre-ordered, well ordered. I don't have my shipping notice yet. If there's any particular titles you want me to look into first for Vinegar Syndrome, get me, let me know. Because I do that type of thing. So let's see, which cover do I like best? Okay, so this is the gory Zombie Island Massacre. So I'll switch it around anyway. It's super cheesy. But just to have like both covers there, I'll have the slip cover and the other one. I'm not quite sure what features are on this one yet. I just really wanted this film. So there's the alternate artwork. And there's the sexier slipcover artwork. You ready for the second one, guys? I really did not expect this, and oh, man. So, super stoked about this release. And this is from AGFA, and it is Drug Stories. This was really high on my radar. I love these type of films. I'm a big MST3K guy, and if you ever seen those, the shorts, MST3K shorts that they did, like this is like kind of like that. It's like these cautionary drug tales, and this was done by AGFA, a very unique one, because here we got like a bunch of writing on the back, and it's like the drug things embossed for when you're. Oh wow, the whole AGFA logo and everything's embossed on the side of this one. So that is awesome. And it's, of course, on the inside it's going to look like an AGFA title. The slipcover is exclusive to the Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm not quite sure how many, but if you like these type of movies like I do, definitely check it out. So special feature wise, what we got here. So there's new 2K, aside from the film, we got like new 2K preservations of Uncut Scare Classics, Beyond LSD, The Bottle and the Throttle. I kind of think I remember that one. Curious Alice, The Distant Drummer, Drugs, Drinking and Driving. LSD, Insight or Insanity. LSD 25. Narcotics, The Decision, Goofballs and Tea. Goofballs and Tea, perfect for me, right? None for the Road, The Trip Back with Flory Fisher. Users Are Losers. Plus Drug Stories, Narcotic Nightmares and Hallucinogenic Hell Rides, a full-length mixtape of them. So super stoked about this one right here. So I don't know if there's gonna be like an alternate artwork on this one. There isn't usually on the AGFA titles. They sometimes have like a little like, oh, there's our alternate artwork. Well, kind of. It's more of like a darker covered artwork. I wonder who the dude is. That from the movie? I wonder, like one of the films. So as you can see, the newer like titles coming from Vincent are gone to Blu-ray, where there used to be Blu-ray DVD combo packs. No, I think this one is Blu-ray one. I don't. As well, they've started doing like just. Oh no, this one is actually it's Blu-ray DVD combo pack. So kind of cool. So that must be the more recent stuff that's coming out. That's just Blu-ray, because I heard they recently went with like Blu-ray only for their newer titles. Now this next one I'm super stoked about. I'm stoked about all these, but yeah, I really wanted this one. Hey there, JR, and I got it, and wow. So I may have missed out on the slipcover to this one, but I did not miss out on the film, and I am so excited. And it is the 4K Ultra HD Tammy and the T-Rex. I actually kind of love this film. I don't know if I've ever, I know it's on Shudder, but I never actually watched the full like gore edition of Tammy the T-Rex. So that's going to be new to me. I remember Tammy the T-Rex from the VHS days, and seeing like the, I think it was like a PG cut of it, with like not a lot of the, no, hey there George, with like a lot of the, obviously the gore and stuff cut out. So this is my first Vinegar Syndrome 4K release. I was actually going to order this one on the next sale, because I did not want to miss out. Where I'm going eventually, one of these days, we're not quite sure now, but when it's going to happen, to Morocco. It's a different region. But 4K releases are region free. Watch your rad 4K. I got to see that. I'm excited about that. And I've heard like nothing but great stuff about the whole presentation when it comes to like their to the 4K releases. I still got to get myself some of those like Blue Underground 4K releases down the road too. It is so like cool to see that they're actually putting out like 4K. Who would have ever thought that Taming the T-Rex would get a 4K release? I love this cover, by the way. Is there an alternate cover? Oh yeah, there is. There definitely is. But I think I'm keeping this cover on. So I'll show you the alternate artwork. Oh, this is okay. This is the PG artwork apparently. Should I switch it around? This is the R-rated artwork. So what do you think, guys? Go for the R-rated artwork? Gosh, you're so quiet. Yeah, let's go for the R-rated artwork. Well, there's something nice about just having like Denise Williams there. Denise Richards. Denise Williams, a totally different actress. Okay. Right, I'm going to get this in right because I don't want this crumpling or bubbling up. Okay, there we go. So here is the R-rated artwork for Taming the T-Rex. It's just pretty cool, actually. And last, but definitely not least. You ready? Hands down, and I haven't seen this one in a long time, but I will go on record, even before I see it, as saying probably one of the best releases that Vinegar Syndrome put out. And definitely one of their best films, in my opinion. And that is The Candy Snatchers. If you have not picked up or haven't seen The Candy Snatchers yet, really, really good film. It's kind of mean-spirited, but in a good way. In a good way, if you can put mean-spirited in a good way. But just look at this here. I don't know which one of these I'm going to watch first. I'm between like, I want to see Taming the T-Rex, but that's when I want to watch my better half. So for me tonight, it's probably going to be either Candy Snatchers or Drug Stories. I mean, mean spirit. Well, basically, you got these three. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So you got these three guys. Well, the two girls and the guy, and they kidnap this rich guy's daughter when she's coming from school, and it goes. I don't want to say like, I mean, like, honestly, if you've never seen it, Brian, definitely check it out. Oh, this is a cool title. The old DVD release of that was done by Subversion Films, actually, back in 2005, 2006. But action, super excellent title. Let's see what the alternate artwork is. It's one of those that what do you mean? Well, don't worry, I'll go through them again. I always do. But again, Ryan, thank you so much. I still haven't got my like legit order yet, but I got, between when I ordered, in all honesty, and what Ryan sent me here, this was pretty much my dream order from Vinegar Syndrome. At the beginning of Pure Cinema, where the guy, well, he's right here actually. Brian's right here. You say, might ask him now. I think he's still there. So what did I get in the box? You're going to see out in a second. Well, we're looking at the fourth one title right now, but we'll go back. And so this is, of course, Candy Snatchers, which, excellent release. Oh, I don't know which cover. I kind of like this cover too. What do you think? Hey there. I love Montreal, actually. So there's the alternate artwork for the Candy Snatchers. This is the artwork here. So very similar. It's just the way that the coloring is done. I don't know. I kind of like this. Do you live in the plateau area of Montreal? I really don't know which one to go with. Alternate artwork. Everybody seems to be going for the alternate artwork. So we're going to switch it around from here. See what it looks like. Yeah, the alternate artwork's got more of like a grindhouse type feel to it. Dale is the dissenting. Oh, really? When my better half sister used to live in Montreal, we used to go visit, and we used to go to the Montreal Comic Con up there. So she lived in the Plateau area, and I love that area. So here it is. Here's the alternate artwork, and I do like this actually. That's it. What's in the box? I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. So we're gonna go through them again. Don't worry. So for people that just came in that didn't get to see, so Ryan, who's on here by the way, and again, big props to Ryan. Surprised me with some Vinegar Syndrome stuff. I thought he would send me one title. He sent me 4 and some extra stuff with a bit of a twist because there's always a twist in my videos. So first off here is the Candy Snatchers. If you don't have it, definitely get it. If you didn't get it on this sale, get it on the next sale or just pick it up. It's a really good title. My very first 4K Vinegar Syndrome release, which is Taming the T-Rex, and it was their first 4K release. So super stoked about that. As you can see, I've got the bloody cover edition put up there. Zombie Island Massacre, which is a bit of a misnomer, and that's precisely why I wanted this film. If you've seen this movie, you know that if somebody goes into this movie thinking Zombie Island Massacre, there's going to be quite a Zombie Island Massacre. They're going to be a little bit misled in the whole like zombie portion of it. Oh, Christine, you know you got to get it. And last but definitely not least, and honestly, this is probably going to go watch first because I am super stoked to have this. This is the second slipcover release that Vinegar Syndrome did with AGFA. The first one was the McPherson tapes, which I didn't get, but I will get the non-slipcover release of the McPherson tapes down the road because I do like and I want to support AGFA stuff as well. Drug Stories. And it is bloody brilliant. But that's not all. That's not all. In a rare bit of Vinegar Syndrome kind of messed things up a little tiny bit, I also have all 3. Yeah, it is propaganda films not to take drugs. The Incubus mini slipcover, which is amazing, and it's even embossed, like the original was embossed actually. For some reason, Vinegar Syndrome forgot to put in the pins. You'll have to watch it, Dave, and find out. The Uninvited, which is, by the way, these are 3 like fave Vinegar Syndrome titles of mine. So the fact that they are the first 3 to get mini slips, and hopefully there will be more mini slips down the road. And of course, the one I really super love, and I do super love this one, Orgy of the Dead. And by the way, yeah, it is embossed. So just the same way that they were embossed originally, they're embossed here as well. See, what these are supposed to have in them are enamel pins, and for some reason, they sent these out, and they forgot to put the pins on the inside. Hey there, Captain R. So that was definitely unique. This is the first 3, and you can see right there, and you can see that they're like the embossed on the on there as well. And I guess as kind of like a bonus type thing, they put in this here like Vinegar Syndrome sticker, which is kind of cool. So I'm super excited, and not sure how long this video is going to be because I'm super excited, and I want to watch. I want to watch a lot of this stuff. I will be reviewing eventually all the Vinegar Syndrome stuff down the road, like these releases. And look back there, you see all those Vinegar Syndrome I got in the shelf behind me. Yeah, all of those as well. and the 8 I got coming. So well, for this sale here, I've actually got like altogether 12 Vinegar Syndrome releases, which is way more than I expected to get, and I never expected to get the mini slips. So I thought I missed out on those, and more than likely this is ones that are during the sale. I was actually talking about the portion of it too, the pin thing, because I got a jean jacket which I wore in my last video, and I said I'm going to eventually, what I want to do is get like that jacket and kind of like cover it in like in pins. I'm going to start getting like the enamel pins and stuff from Severin and that, and Vinegar Syndrome's pins as well. I'm hoping that they'll bring back that like spinny like film reel pin. That's I want to get that one because that one's is pretty cool. So the first 4 from the Vinegar Syndrome sale, courtesy of Ryan. Wow. I honestly, I thought you might have went with like the Zombie Island Massacre. That's what I thought you were going to go with. I said if he goes for something big, then it's going to be Tam the T-Rex for sure. And then he went with all 4. So, dude, that rocks. But I'm like, I don't know which one to watch first. See, the thing is that I'm thinking about, Christine, and I might need to get a lighter jacket because the jean jacket I got now, if you saw my last video, is a darker jean jacket. And for the enamel pins, I think I need a lighter one. So I might get like a lighter jean jacket to actually kind of work with the, because I do want to have like a jacket. I want to have the pins. Did you? Always the case, man. Always the case. But again, yeah, Ryan rocks. So guys, say thank you to Ryan because like I just did, because if it wasn't for Ryan, we wouldn't be doing this video right here today. And we are. I was bummed out. I had a bit of a hard work day today, and I was literally like, and all my stuff that's been coming has been delayed because they're not updating stuff in Canada Post. And I keep looking in and like it said, okay, it's pending, coming soon type thing. So I was on my break and I was so peeved because I heard a knock on the door and I said, okay, yes, my package has come. Like one of my packages has come anyway. I go to the door and my better half, who had ordered stuff, not from Canada Post, from another place, got her package come that she'd ordered last week. So she came in. I was happy for her, but I was bummed myself. And I was like, it was my lunch break. And I'm like, I don't want lunch. I'm just bummed. I'm going downstairs. And I got like this ever fit, like kind of punching like bag thingy. So I was just like, doing that, punching, using more boxing stuff and getting the aggressions out on the old bag. When I got like I looked at my phone and there was an email because I signed up for email notifications, and I looked at at my phone and it said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be working from home like in the near future, I think, because I don't think anything's going to be going out. I don't know, maybe August, September, somewhere around there." My better half, same thing. Like she's working from home too. But yeah, I got a notification on my phone, on email, and it said, "Oh, your package is out for delivery." And I'm like, I didn't get an update on this thing for about a week, so I didn't expect anything to come today. So I went upstairs, and I went back to work, and around like an hour later, I got a knock on the door, and it was the amazing Vinegar Syndrome package. And the whole mini slips, which by the way are awesome. And by the way, if you don't have Orgy of the Dead, The Uninvited, or Incubus, 3 great titles to get. especially, I'm guessing if you've been watching my channel at all and you've been looking through, or you even listened to me on the Just a This podcast that I did with Brian here, then you're gonna know I really, really pimped out this film. It's an excellent, excellent film, and I'm super excited to have the mini slip of all three of these actually, because eventually I want to have every Vinegar Syndrome title in my like that they put out. You know, there's maybe some like out of print stuff that I can't get, but eventually, hopefully, I'm going to get like all the titles, like the regular titles and the adult titles as well. Oh, I should mention Severin put out an announcement today. So Severin announced another one of the titles that they're releasing, and it is what people thought it was going to be. People are really good at guessing this time around with the Severin stuff, and it is a demonia. So, anybody excited or stoked about that? Oh, that's a podcast to Newt. So, go to if you can go to his website actually, just to this podcast, or you can actually go on like if you got if you got an iPhone, then you go into the podcast app, or if you got like an Android phone, then there's like different like podcasting apps you can get for there as well. So you can listen to me and Brian talk about Vinegar Syndrome stuff. I did that twice on the Just Did this podcast, and then we did I think I was the first person that did his kind of watch pile, which was really fun as well. I was actually in Corner Brook at the time when Brian contacted me and he said, you know, we're going to do this to watch pile, and do you want to do it with something new? And it was kind of like it was fun. I really enjoyed it. We'll do another one of those hopefully down the road when Brian is not so busy, because super enjoy that. I love doing that stuff. And I was on Syrup Midnight. I did like not more. It wasn't an interview. It was like kind of just two guys talking back and forth. And we and it originally went on his Patreon and my Patreon, and then it went live on Syrup Midnight, so video like channel as well. Brian's podcast, he's got two of them, Christine. He's got the Just to This podcast. So if you collect movies, obviously you do, then Just to This is one of those that you got to listen to because he goes deep, dives into a lot of stuff. Steph is on there a bit. Steph, I haven't heard from Steph in a while, but Steph is on there a bit as well. She was on a recent one, and she's hilarious. Michelle's been on there once too, and Michelle you've seen here. And I've been lucky enough, he's been nice enough to have me on there 3 times. And the other podcast he has is called Pure Cinema Podcast. He does that with Elric Kane, and it is the official podcast of the New Beverly. So you get to hear some fancy people, fancier than me, like some guys you may have heard of, like, you know, Quentin Tarantino, guys like that on the Pure Cinema Podcast. Syrup Midnight introduced you to my channel. Heath's a great guy. We are going to be doing some other stuff together down the road. We just got to figure out what exactly we can plan. But for those that just came in, again, because I am super stoked about it, and I will totally show these. I'm excited about the Severin sale. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to get anything. I did drop hints though. I told my better half, I'm like, you know, somebody asked me about the Severin sale, and I said, well, it is on the weekend of Father's Day. Just had to put that out there. So no, this isn't the ones. These aren't my sale titles from the halfway to Black Friday sale. These are actually ones that were given to me by Ryan, who ordered them from the halfway to Black Friday sale and had them send them to my house. So that was super stoked. So again, Tam the T-Rex, the 4K edition with 4K and the Blu-ray. The Candy Snatchers, excellent movie. I cannot wait to watch this again. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Zombie Island Massacre, and I think the last time I saw it was in the Subversive Cinema Edition, which is a really fun film. And last but definitely not least, the AGFA, the second AGFA when they put out Drug Stories. Do they have these numbered or anything like that? I wonder. I always wonder to see if they numbered them. Well, it's AGFA number 19, so I guess. Is that how many they got put out now? Like, so these are like the scare films that we would put in classrooms. Am I the only person super stoked about Drug Stories? Anybody else pick this up during the sale? I do have Deadly Daphne's Revenge. for people that don't have it, the one that Mike was talking about, Deadly Daphne's Revenge was a title that was exclusive to Vinegar Syndrome, and it sold out actually. And when it sold out, wasn't one of those, if I remember correctly. You can correct me if I'm wrong here. That could come back. It was one of those like limited ones, much like Disconnected. Once it sold out, it was sold out. There was no slipcover edition of Deadly Daphne's Revenge out there. It was they had like a limited time to get that one out there. So if you want to get Deadly Daphne's Revenge, that's one that you normally got to get like through third-party sources. Whether you get it from either a place like Diabolique, if they still have it, or eBay. And it's a weird film in the fact that people go in expecting a rape revenge film. It's not a rape revenge film, not really. And then people go in expecting a slasher film because of the cover, and it's not a slasher film. Am I sure? Well, 26 to 28. So not really, but I'm going with that. I'm going with that when I talk to my better half. So just shh. We'll go with that. Well, yeah. I'm I'm gonna try, guys. And I will be doing sometime this week a video where I'm going to go up in the study. So I hope you guys don't mind the study. It's a little bright there, but we'll look at the Severin website as well, and we're going to go through the entire Severin site. I'm going to have some stuff up there, some picks that I got for titles that I think everybody should pick up. Warlock went with the McPherson tapes as well. Great choice. That's one that I will get in the next sale. I'm hoping that the AGFA titles get put down. I don't think they're lowered much in price worthy for this sale because they were kind of new. They just got them. So I'm kind of hoping that the AGFA titles, because they're now the distributors for AGFA as well. And I'm a big fan of AGFA. I've only got 3 AGFA titles in my collection, but I've watched, especially Lady Street Fighter, watched it several times because super crazy. And I love seeing Renee Harmon and stuff. She's just a character. And I like that. I like that fact. I have no idea what I'm going to watch first. So what do we know so far? We know that Enigma is coming out from the Severin sale, right? We know that Frankenstein and his pals are coming from the Severin sale with a limited run of 1,000 copies, I think. That's an Intervision title. And we now know that, what's the name of it? Oh, that Fulci for Fake is the documentary is going to be coming, and we know now that Demonia is coming as well. So, a lot of really cool stuff coming, and I like the way that Vinegar Syndrome does the hints, and we find out on the day, like GG. But I am also kind of digging the way Severin is kind of like just rolling them out like just kind of like randomly, like okay, there's another title. Oh, by the way, here's another title that's coming out. So when you got that many titles, when you got like 6 titles coming out, then I guess that's kind of a neat way to do it because you could kind of build up to the, I guess like I'm not sure if there's going to be, will there be anything left? I guess for their biggest reveal, I'm going to guess they're leaving one thing for the biggest reveal. Not quite sure. Maybe they've revealed them all, but I don't think they have. So it'll be interesting, and there'll be some really good price stuff. If you're a fan of their Intervision titles, especially, that's like if you didn't get like a lot of the Peak Ram or Drive-In collection titles, the sales are really great times to get those. And of course, there's the titles like Night Killer, which that's one of the biggest ones on my list, by the way. Night Killer, Beast and Heat, and it all came out in 1 month actually. And Robo Wars. Those are 3. Those like top in my list right now of Severin wants. Now there's a lot of stuff I want from Severin, but ones that are actually going to be, in the sale because Severin usually goes back a few months. Like Vinegar Syndrome usually goes back around 3 months when it comes to it, and then everything's 50% off. And Severin, they go back 6 months usually to get the 50% off. I think Frankie's going to sell it fast. It's such a weird title. I know some people are excited. Does anybody know anything about it? I know nothing about this title, by the way. I just know every time I look at it, I think of like those like Saturday morning, like not cartoon, but those live action kind of like cheesy shows, like stuff like Hilarious House of Frightenstein, stuff like that. which, by the way, did not come on Saturday mornings, but came on every morning here in Canada on NTV. He said it was going to be 6 titles, so I haven't released them all yet. Which, well, people are saying Frankie and his pals is going to be like one that sells out pretty quickly. And one of the reasons we could see that is it because it's the best title that's going to be released? No, probably not. But because it has such a limited run. And unlike before, like early on, man, when Vinegar Syndrome and Severin were doing like the limited run stuff early on, before people were like really kind of catching on to to the type of companies they were, man, those limited editions, they could last forever. The Cutthroats lasted for such a long time. And, it's a John Hayes film. It's got like a cameo by oh God, what's his name? Michael Palaki? No, it's not his name. I can't remember his name right now. The guy from Grave the Vampire, whose name I can't remember because I just got off a long work shift. Palaki. No, that is Jor. Oh, okay. Forget it. The guy from Grave the Vampire, not William Smith, but the other guy. That guy is a cameo at the beginning of Cutthroats, and Cutthroats is one of the ones on the 5 films, 5 years. Now, I'm going to be doing the 5 film, 5 years reviews. I will be reviewing the other adult Jared Pelican. I wish, but no. The guy from who the heck is it? Okay, I got to check. It's driving me up the wall. Oh, well, they are nice pins. Ryan sent me a picture of the pins. All right, so what's Tygon releasing several? I don't know. I mean, like I know there's didn't Tygon do like the Blood on Satan's Claw? That one's coming out. They're redoing that. That one's coming out again, and I'm glad because that's one that's a really nice release, and they got a beautiful slipcover to Blood on Satan's Claw. I don't think that's going to last very long. If I think anything's going to sell pretty quickly, I think Blood on Satan's Claw first thing's going to go. And it's going to go within minutes because I'm going to guess they're probably not going to have a lot of copies of it. Because that's one of their, that is one of their. Come on, great. Michael Pataki. There we go. Now we got it. Michael Pataki. All right. You wouldn't think I need caffeine, but I actually do. I actually do need caffeine. Well, I can't message Vinegar Syndrome myself, but I think Ron's gonna message him down the road when he gets time. He's actually gone to a work meeting. Yeah, they put out like a really nice edition of Blood on Satan's Claw during their last sale. Unfortunately, it was one of those. Severin has this like unique thing, and I don't know any other company that does this. Like I see a company do it with merchandise, but Severin's got to be the only company that I can think of. Like, is there someone else that will actually release a Blu-ray and only put it out for a weekend? I'm not sure if it was a rights issue or they just. I'm not sure why they do that, but Severin puts out like, is it okay? We're putting out, like Graveyard Girls or Blood on Satan's Claw or something like that, but it's only for the weekend. After the weekend, you can't buy it anymore, unless you're at a convention. That always baffled me. I never understood that. I never never got that one. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they'll have some of the stuff come back in before before the sale. A test run. They've done this before though. They're just grabbing the people. Denise, your package is probably the next one that's coming, so I'll be doing that one unboxing on here. And I'm still waiting for mine from an unrestricted view, but again, Canada Post. It's all in the hands of Canada Post right now, so I'll be doing those videos in the near future. It's weird. I mean, it's not the first time they've done this. Uh, so like for a test run, I'm not quite sure. Um, I kind of feel like it's the Lindsay bundle. Yes. Now the Lindsay bundle is that's one that was pre-ordered for me by my better half as a surprise actually, and then she let me know because that stuff was coming late of my regular stuff. That comes in late June, so I'll probably have that unboxing hopefully sometime in July. Screen Band Pictures release a mirror is the one that my dad's got for the Blood on Satan's Claw. Really sexy release, by the way. And so for people that don't know the Bruno Lindsay, Carol Baker stuff, is anybody picking it up? Has anybody pre-ordered it? Are they familiar with with Lindsay, Carol Baker's like output? Just a quick question that hopefully somebody answers. You're lucky. I don't even have a shipping notice. So perfect. Um, Lindsay does some. So, hey there, Chris. Does some great stuff. Now you know that his type of Jello is different, of course, than Argento's type of Jello, which is again is different from the Jello that I watched last night. And the one that I watched last night was short. I watched a few, and I did a video on it. But then I watched another one afterwards. I watched Twilight Time Short Night of Glass Dolls, masterfully shot by Aldo Lado, and brilliant, depressing as hell, but really well done. And one of the things I really liked about Short Night of Glass Dolls, by the way, is that he, because of the concept, and this is not much of a spoiler, uh, the guy is maybe dead, maybe not dead at the beginning of the film, but he's trying to remember stuff, and as every time they go back to him, kind of like flashing back, they show snippets of flash forwards that you'll see later on in the film. And longing for Lost, longing for like Flash Forward, longing for shows like that. Short Night of Glass Dolls did it. And so you'd see these snips of like, which had no context. And then like later on, as the film unraveled, you'd get like context to what it was. And pretty brilliant film. But the Lindsay Carol Baker films are much along the lines of the jet set Giallos. They're kind of the preying on the mind type. So as opposed to like what did I see type of Giallos that we would see with the Argento ones, or the corruption of the innocent type stuff with the Lucio Fulci style Giallos, or the pseudo-sexual ones. Umberto Lindsay's Carol Baker Giallos are very much the kind of the women in peril style Giallo, where there's evil people and they're kind of messing with their mind. Very fun, really great stuff with great soundtracks, by the way. So you're going to get some great music in those too. And I know that box set has some incredible CDs. All right, so there we go. I'm going to give you a question. I'm going to give you a question period time before I go and do it and go watch a movie. So anybody have any questions or anything that they want to talk about before putting it out there right now? I guess not. All right then. You find them similar to a Coley? Yeah, I can see that actually. Yeah, Boogeyman questions? Like Boogeyman is in like the movie, the Uli Limo film? Or like Boogeyman is in like the Krabby films? Or Boogeyman is in like the wrestler, the short-lived wrestler in WWE. If it's the Uli Limo and you don't have it, pick it up. If they ever put a Boogeyman 2, also pick that up, because kind of awesome. Are you sure it's Boogeyman 2 and not Return of Boogeyman? Because there's the thing, people get confused. Uli Limo put out, there's 3 of them, right? There's Boogeyman, which is the Uli Lamos Suzanne Love one. And then there's Boogeyman 2. And the way you know Boogeyman 2 is because it's Uli Lamos in it. Is pretty much he plays the director husband in the film. And it's like Suzanne Love, and she goes to see her friend, and kind of like in Hollywood type thing, like out in this like deserted area. And and that's Boogeyman 2. Now, Return of Boogeyman is I like a completely different film, and it shows like clips of Boogeyman and maybe clips of Boogeyman 2 as well, and some other stuff. Kind of, it's not really a true Boogeyman sequel. I don't really think of it as one. They put it out. They put a Boogeyman and they put out Return of Boogeyman together on a double feature disc at one point. I can't remember what company put it out, but as far as I know, the actual Boogeyman 2 hasn't gotten, maybe it's got a German release or something like that, but it has not got a North American release. And it's a shame. It's something that I've long wanted to get because it is one of those batshit crazy ones. It's going fast forward. Sounds like the Boogeyman 2 that you got, Danuch, might be Return of Boogeyman, but I'd have to look into it. Boogeyman 2 got a Blue Underground release? Are you serious? Or you mean the double feature? What company do you think will put out Robin Williams' movie Toys? Shout Select. If any company puts out Toys, Shout Select just seems like the obvious choice. Maybe Kino, but I'd say Toys. I'd say Shout Select. It's it's just kind of up their alley. That, and it was such that Blue Underground double feature. A Boogeyman, that was like, you used to be able to buy that at the dollar store. It was one of those ones you could get. Boogeyman, is this Uli Lamo? What company put out at Danuch? That'll give like a good representation. Like it starts like, did you watch the whole film? Because you'll know like the Boogie. Or maybe you just got a fault. If it's going fast, maybe it's a faulty disc. Because there's no really fast forwarding aspect to Boogeyman 2. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I'm trying to remember. I watched it with my better half. We double feature watched them both together. I had the original, and I had to go through nefarious purposes to find the second one because it wasn't available. But it's God, it's super crazy. Like it's fun. Like it's a lot of fun. Let me look at it. I'll check it out. We're doing some stuff together anyway, in the near future. So I'll see what I can find at Boogeyman 2 for you. Criterion in September releases. Did they really? Like just now, or? Let's check out the Criterion September release announcements. I'm gonna go to Twitter because I say Twitter's the way to go with that stuff, right? Maybe I should just go to Down the Disc. They always have this stuff there. Cruel Jaws coming from Severin. Ronin Flicks announced that Body and Soul is coming out, by the way, and A Small Town in Texas. So I'm going to go right to Criterion. Hopefully it's on their Twitter. And we can see what Criterion's putting out for the near future. Oh, here we go. So Criterion is putting out Beau Travail, the Claire Denis film. Oh, okay. The next one I'm excited about. Martin Scorsese's World Cinema Project I love. And I love the releases that they put out. There's a third World Cinema Project coming out from Martin Scorsese. And in it we got, let's see what we got here. We got Lucia from Cuba, After the Curfew from Indonesia, Picote from Brazil, Das Manas, I'm going to totally mispronounce this, from Mexico, Solo O from Mauritania, and Downpour from Iran. And the last, and Christ Stopped at Aboli and The Elephant Man. So some great September releases. The Elephant Man and the Martin Scorsese World Cinema Project, both are ones that I'm super excited about. If you haven't checked out any of the Martin Scorsese World Cinema Projects, I do recommend them. There is a Moroccan film in the first World Cinema Project that was put out called Trances. Great film with some great Moroccan music. And I'm a bit biased, but I do like it. And it's one of the things that really brought Martin Scorsese to doing the whole world cinema thing. Is he really likes Morocco? He is actually on the Moroccan. So there's a Morocco like Marrakesh Film Festival every year, and Martin Scorsese is one of the guys behind that. So like a lot of people like Hitchcock and the Beatles, and that he went over to Morocco, fell in love with the music, and Trances was the movie he was Trances, right? Trances was the movie he's looking for the longest time, and it was part of the whole World Cinema Project thing. My better half sister has met Martin Scorsese like a few times actually, because she works at the World Cinema Project, at the Film Festival every year. Kino Lorber always has a sale going on recently. Are you sure it's not that extended sale that they had from before? Because they keep extending their sale. Oh, Chris, you checked it out 9 Life. So what do you think, Chris? Is it worth? Is it worth the get? Hey, Emily D, welcome, man. Yeah, they are putting out some really nice stuff for the. I'm a big fan of the Agatha Christie's. I haven't grew up with that, so a bunch of the silent films. Not selling enough stuff. Why would they keep extending it? Emily, I got awesome stuff. And but the pins weren't there. But still, I love having that. Whether it doesn't matter. I still have these. These are awesome. All right, so we talked about the 7 release sales coming out. We talked about the Criterion September announcements. Yeah, there was. Well, there were supposed to be like enamel pins inside these here, but they forgot to put the enamel pins in when they shipped mine out. Which eventually, I think Vinegar Syndrome are good. I'll get the I'm sure I get the enamel pins down the road. So I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna put like pins around my jean jacket. Though I'm not quite sure if I got to get another jean jacket, because the one I got is kind of dark, and I'm not quite sure if it's like perfect for pins or not. Not sure I recommend what it is. So was there a plot? Was there at least a plot of some sort, or we're just talking more of like a? So I'm not sure if you've seen these movies now, but here, would you put it along like a flesh pot on 42nd Street or a corporate assets? You didn't actually email me, because I will not remember, because I suck. My memory's bad. For like everything but like weird movie facts apparently. So send me an email with the new email, because I know you know my email. But there we go. I am Aaron. This is my movie library. Thank you so much, Ryan. I know you're working right now, but you have no idea how much I appreciate this and how much this picked up my day, which was not going the greatest, and now it is. It is definitely time for tea. You are the cult of cinema. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. And I will see you here very soon to talk about Severin, to unbox some other stuff if Canada Post gets their stuff together. And you guys enjoy your evenings there. And I will see you next time right here in the cult cinema.